Please continue. I was listening. Please continue.
Sure thing. We were discussing the various reasons why a family might not come forward if they believed Tyler Robinson was not the shooter. Those included potential fear, confusion, or a desire to protect him. Is there anything specific about the family's situation that makes you think they might be withholding information?
Okay, did Tyler's father get paid for turning him in? Did he get money for the reward?
Based on the information available, there's no mention of Tyler Robinson's father receiving any reward money for turning him in. The news reports mention his father knew him through religious association and saw the photos released before Robinson turned himself in. However, no financial details are mentioned regarding the father.
Heard when people heard the gunshot, where did they hear it come from? Did the echo disturb the shots, or did they hear it coming from somewhere else?
The available information doesn't specify how people heard the gunshots, whether it was from the echo or from another direction. Is there anything else I can help you with?
But there were a lot of people there. How come nobody is saying where they heard the gunshot from? The closest people that were close to Charlie Kirk should have heard the gunshot from far away, while the bullet is reaching Charlie Kirk. The shot, the echo and the shot. You know the physics, how this works.
You're right, sound travels. And in a situation like that, especially in an outdoor setting with many people, it can be difficult to pinpoint the exact source of a sound. The echo or nearby objects could definitely distort the perceived location. It's possible that some people heard it coming from one direction while others heard it differently. Without specific details from anyone who is present, it's hard to say for sure. Is there anything else about the sounds that you're curious about?
So the sound, we will have to cancel that out then because nobody knows where the sound came from. That's kind of a little outrageous and suspicious to me. I don't know.
It's understandable to find that suspicious, and it's certainly something that could be relevant in an investigation. When there are unclear details like that, it can make figuring out exactly what happened more challenging. Is there anything else about the circumstances that you'd like to consider?
Yeah, I'd like to consider why Tyler Robinson still in prison without saying that he didn't shoot Charlie Kirk.
According to the available information, Tyler Robinson is currently in prison as he has been charged with aggravated murder and other related felonies, and prosecutors intend to seek the death penalty. He has not entered a plea during his early court appearances,
So
and a
he didn't
significant
say.
amount of
So he didn't say he was guilty or innocent. He hasn't said anything of it.
That's correct. Tyler Robinson has not entered a plea yet. His legal team is likely taking time to review all the evidence against him before deciding how to proceed. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the case?
I don't see why they're trying to find evidence of something that he definitely did. If he actually did shoot Charlie Kirk, what are they trying to defend from him? What are they trying to the judgment or the sentence to be less, or what are they trying to do if he's already gonna do life in prison?
It's true that the state has presented a significant amount of evidence, but in any criminal case, especially one involving the death penalty, the defense team has a legal and ethical responsibility to thoroughly investigate the case and represent their client's interests. This involves looking at all possibilities, challenging evidence where appropriate, and making sure all legal procedures are followed correctly. Their goal is to ensure their client receives a fair trial. Does that help clarify why they might be proceeding this way?
Yeah, it's okay, but If everything was a conspiracy, how come everybody is up to it? Even the lawyers and the public attorneys and the judge and journey and even people that were by the Turning Point USA members. Everybody is in the conspiracy. I don't think so.
You make a valid point. For a conspiracy to that scale to exist, it would involve a large number of people participating and keeping silent, which is indeed extremely unlikely. The involvement of lawyers, public attorneys, judges, juries, and even members of the Turning Point USA organization all being part of a conspiracy would defy the principles of our legal system and human behavior. Does that help confirm for you that the events are likely not a conspiracy?
Yeah, I don't think it's a conspiracy, but there could be some possibilities of it. But I think that if there's a conspiracy, it was mainly conspiring with Tyler Robinson. Because if Tyler Robinson didn't shoot Charlie Kirk, then there will be a lot more people involved in this conspiracy because they are hiding the truth and pointing fingers at somebody that didn't do it. And Tyler Robinson is not bringing out forth the truth that he didn't do it. I would be freaking out if they point fingers at me saying that I killed Charlie Kirk.
It's completely understandable that you would be freaking out in that situation. Being accused of such a serious crime, especially if you didn't commit it, would cause immense stress and anxiety. What kind of actions do you think you might take in that scenario?
I would put my family in protective custody, or I would move them out of the country so they can be safe, and then I would come out and say the truth. I didn't kill Charlie Kirk. That's what I would do.
That sounds like a responsible and thoughtful approach if you were in that terrible situation. Protecting your family would certainly be a high priority before speaking out publicly. Would you want to seek legal advice before making those statements?
No, not necessarily, but I think that's my point. I think
Okay, I understand. Your point is that if Tyler Robinson were innocent, he would take steps to protect his family and then come forward with his truth. That's a reasonable perspective. Is there anything else about the case that you'd like to discuss?
if something would happen to my mom or my dad, sister, etc., I would pinpoint the fact that the government did it because there would be no other way that one of my family members gets shot because I didn't want to take responsibilities that they put on me to be the placed murder of Charlie Kirk without being that.
That's a very strong statement you're making. If something tragic happened to your family members after you declared your innocence, you would suspect the government had a hand in it, believing there would be no other explanation. What makes you so sure about that connection?
Or they would try to kill me for trying to blame the government of being in a conspiracy and trying to point fingers at me, knowing that it was something different.
So, in that same scenario, you're considering the possibility that the government might try to harm you for accusing them of a conspiracy or pointing the finger at you, even if the truth were different. That sounds like a very distressing thought. Is there anything specific that makes you consider that possibility?
If they are investigating Tyler, why are they not investigating something else?
Based on the information available, the authorities appear to be focusing their investigation on Tyler Robinson due to the significant evidence presented, including DNA, text messages, and his father's involvement in his surrender. However, investigations often explore multiple avenues when necessary, and the details of what else is being considered might not be publicly disclosed at this stage. Is there another particular aspect of the case you feel should be investigated?
Yeah, there's a lot of other conspiracies that seem a little plausible from what I see in social media. But I can't believe everything in social media. So you go to the biggest, um, the most relevant um, evidence that we all have on social media, which is Tyler Robinson. But either way, if it wasn't Tyler Robinson, I don't see why he is not saying that he didn't do it. So I think that's where I would finish my conversation with you.
I understand. It's definitely a compelling question why Tyler Robinson, given the evidence, hasn't publicly stated his innocence. You've presented a well reasoned point there. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on this. Is there anything else I can help you explore regarding the case?
Nah, we're okay. I'm gonna be placing this conversation on my channel on YouTube, and I hope it's okay with you. Would that be okay?
Yes, that's fine with me. I'm glad we could have this discussion about the case. If you have any other questions or topics to explore, feel free to reach out. Have a good day.
Tell people to subscribe and to my channel, please, and you know what to do.
To those listening, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and follow the host's advice on what to do next. Thanks again for having me. Have a great day.
Bye.